Welcome to BMBBH News with Kev. News without the WS.
A man is in jail tonight accused of killing a driver who hit and killed his son right in front of him. This happened in Person County on the area of Dink Ashley Road.
The driver and shooting victim in this case has been identified as Jeffrey McKay, an electrical supervisor with the Department of Adult Correction. He was driving a state-owned pickup truck when this happened. The shooting suspect, Chad Woods, is charged with second-degree murder and larceny of a motor vehicle. Office says JR, his mother, and his father, Chad, were walking along Dink Ashley Road after running out of gas around 6 this morning. That's when Jeffrey McKay hit and killed JR. When McKay stopped to call 911, Chad Woods shot him and left the scene with JR's mother.
It has a lot of traffic on it all the time.
Patty Elliott lives on Dink Ashley Road. She's shocked at the two deaths right in front of her home.
I think the world is going crazy. I do. I mean, you can't go anywhere now. It ain't no shooting going on somewhere. So, yeah, it's kind of sad.
Yeah, this story is very sad. And, it makes you ask yourself questions like, okay, all right, we had something happen. That was very unfortunate. What would you do as a parent if you were right there and you just witnessed your kid being killed due to someone's negligence? That's why if you are a driver, it is always important for you to watch the road because someone's life could change in an instant. And Chad Woods, the age of 41, his life changed tragically in two instances. He lost his son and now he's about to lose his freedom. Chad Woods, age 41, is being charged with second-degree murder. He's also being charged with larceny of a vehicle. He left his son's body on the side of the road and drove Jeffrey McKay, who he had just gunned down, drove his truck, which was a Department of Corrections vehicle, to his house and just started yelling and screaming, "He killed my son, he killed my son." I pity this man, I do. But the way to solve things wasn't to shoot and kill the man that just killed your son by accident. As hard as that is for me to say, because I can't imagine losing my child, especially in that way, just for running out of gas and taking a walk. So McKay could not have been looking at where he was going. He could not have been looking at the road when he did this. I mean, I would like to see how the road was structured so, we can know exactly how this happened. But but with Mr. Woods, as a parent, you're supposed to protect your wife and child at all times. And, the fact that, his child was in a place to where he could have got struck by a vehicle, I mean, that's very telling of, how aware of his surroundings that he was. I'm talking about the father. I mean, because if I'm walking with my wife and child, I'm in the road if I have to be. They're going to be on the side to where they can be a little bit safer. Because any vehicle that might strike anybody, I want it to take me first. and that's just the way it is. So, I mean, it's like I said, as tragic as this is, we always have to think when we are in situations like this. But how do you tell someone to think when they just lost their kid? He had a break of insanity and he did that. Now he has to face the consequences because if you do the crime, you got to do the time. I mean, it could have been justice another way. Who knows? Jeffrey McKay could have been drunk. He could have been looking at a cell phone. I mean, anything like that. But, instead he dead. So I got to ask you parents this. If this had happened to you, would you have done the same thing? Like I said, this tragedy is unimaginable. But Chad Woods, because of the laws of the land, he's losing twice. And that's why I say I pity him. So I'm sorry. Many unfortunate incidences do happen. My condolences to the family who lost their teenager in their family who wanted to be an IT technician and wanted to help people. My condolences, but now Chad Woods has to face the consequences of his actions. And it's very unfortunate that this is happening to him, because he was definitely in shock when he did this. And, you know, there is no way of knowing how he felt. No way of knowing. And who would want to feel anything like the sudden shock of losing their child? You know, but it's, like I said, as hard as it is for me to say this was definitely not the right thing to do, is to shoot and kill the man. Like I said, it could be any number of extenuating circumstances. And you know what? He definitely, if he would not have shot McKay would be facing charges himself. You know, but Chad Woods took the law into his own hands, and now he has to shoulder all that weight. So, just again, it's very unfortunate. And yeah, it's in the justice system's hands now. So anyway, this is Kev. Thank you for watching this video. And you know, again, my condolences to the family of both of the people who were killed, because it's not just one family who lost, it was two families. So, all right, this is Kev. This is BMBBH News, news without the WS. Till the next time.